Hello guys and girls, welcome back to another video, and I'm a little bit sick right now, so if I sound funny, that's why. I got a flu shot the other day, so I kind of feel the symptoms now. They sort of went away, but I'm still a little bit off. But anyways, I digress. Let's talk about Atlus and their scummy monetization patterns continuing in Persona 5 The Royal. Now, I'll put a link to the description to Niarli's video because he really did a great job outlining in his Atlus has a DLC problem. He did a really good job of just outlining how bad Atlus's DLC has gotten over the years, and for the most part I agree with his video. But today we're not talking about day one DLC for Persona 5 The Royal. We're talking, I think, about a week after Persona 5 The Royal's release. And man, oh man, is this a dumpster fire and a half. Now, I didn't think it would be this bad, but oh boy, it is this bad. So what am I talking about here? Atlus is essentially trying to resell you skins that you could have possibly bought in Persona 5 Vanilla. Now, you might think that, no, there's no changes. There's just no changes. There's no conceivable way why they're recharging you this DLC. Now, do you think Kasumi might be available in these packs? No, she's not. She's available in the other packs that you have to buy for more money. I'll get into that. But even at 10 yen, which is about 9 cents in the US currency, it's still really scummy. I don't care if it's on sale, and the price they want to charge for it is very, very much pushing it. This should have just been on the disc on the Royal and should have just been included. But no, Atlus has the audacity to try and nickel a dime their player base with their crappy monetization. Like, this is such a terrible dumpster fire. Like, at this point, it should just be free. I don't know why they're charging for it. It's very much ridiculous. And also, they're trying to resell you the Personas, which I had bought Thanatos, Izunami, and Orpheus. So, in which I had spent money on the Persona 3 outfits, but that doesn't matter, because I have to re-spend it, because they don't, for some reason, carry over to Persona 5 The Royal, which is the exact same engine as Persona 5 Vanilla was made in. I have to re-spend money to get these things back? Are you kidding me? So if you're on the same boat as me and bought some of these DLC packs, don't you find it to be ridiculous and redundant that Atlus is trying to resell you these DLC packs? I think you do if you're at this point in the video. And as you can tell, I'm ranting about it because this is some scummy shit. Now, I wouldn't have minded if these were all new skins, which a few of them are, but I'm not talking about those because I feel like that sort of makes sense to charge for. The problem lies, however, is when you are nickel and diming your fan base and trying to get every last bit of money you can out of them. Even at 10 yen, I still think that's pricey. Whether it's 9 cents in the US, I don't know yet, because we won't know until it comes out in the US. Now, if you wanted your game to be worth the full $60, you would have included all this for free. Just because your game has a new palace, new character, and a few new areas, it still is redundant to charge for these DLC things when people could have already bought it in Persona 5 the Vanilla. So the fact that you're recharging them is gonna rub your consumers the wrong way, and so they're gonna get pissed, like I am. But the terrible monetization does not end here. No. So you might think because they're recharging for these skins that Kasumi would be in them? No, she has her own set of DLC packs. So let's say you buy the P3 costume pack. So you expect Kasumi to be in there? No, she's tied to her own one, which costs more than the DLC packs of those costumes. So in essence, they're just trying to screw you and thinking that you're gonna get all of the characters when it's just the main cast and just excluding Kasumi, in which you have to pay more money for, which is honestly ridiculous in my opinion. If you're gonna recharge for them in the first place, at least include Kasumi to make sense of the price, because reselling for this content is already BS monetization, and you know that, Alice, and yet you try to do it, but it just doesn't end there. They're also trying to resell you for costumes that were made in Persona 5 dancing in this game as well. Now this wouldn't have been a problem if it was original content, but yet they're just reusing the same content from another game that was made in the engine in Persona 5, the Royal. So the fact of the matter is, this should just be included in Persona 5 the Royal, because I highly doubt it took that much work to put those costumes in the game. I highly doubt it. Now sure, I could just be like, alright, I just won't spend money on this, which more than likely I won't. But the fact of the matter is, other people will. They will fall for this and just take it and eat it up and not give a shit. So that's why I'm making this video, to be abundantly clear. Most of this content should have just been included with the Royal, but Atlus decided not to do that and nickel and dime their consumers, in which it's very scummy and it can get worse over time, which is why I'm making a video about it, because I saw right through it when I just looked through the DLC simply and just comparing the two DLC pages. Now my question is, when's enough enough? Why are you charging for this content that was in the previous game when you know you probably shouldn't have? And you got too greedy here. And I hope you realize that, and I hope most of the player base kind of comes out and stands against this, because this shouldn't be accepted whether or not you choose to pay for it or not. This should just be free content in the game on the disc, but they decided not to because they felt like nickel and diming you for a non-definitive definitive edition of a game that's a remaster of 3 years ago. Makes no sense, but either way, I'm pissed about having to repay for content that's not justified, especially not having the new character included in those packs. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to leave a like. Again, check out Niarli's video on the subject, because I feel like he covered a lot more of Atlus's patterns than I did. I just kind of covered what's happening in the Royal as a whole, but I found his video to inspire me to make this one, to basically call Atlus out to stop doing this. If you want to subscribe to this channel, please be sure to do so. I talk about Kingdom Hearts, Persona, and I do some reviews. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.